I got up a little bit late today and I'm not too thrilled about that, but it is night outside, so I thought it'd be a good opportunity to do a fun little test I've been thinking about for a while, and that test is the Canon EOS R versus the Canon EOS R5 that I'm shooting on right now to do a low light comparison for photography, more specifically night street photography just around my neighborhood here. To make this battle fair, I'm going to have the Canon EF 15mm f1.8 to be used on both cameras, as well as the settings on the cameras to be matched along with color balance and all that kind of stuff. So let's do this. I think it's going to be fun. I kind of have an idea of who I think is going to win, but I want to hear your guys' thoughts and see if you guys get it right by commenting down below. So let's go out and do it right now. Just finished a little street photography with the Canon EOS R and the R5 right here, and I'm excited to show you kind of the results and kind of those test photos. Let's look at them. Alright, so I got all the photos uploaded to my computer so we can take a look at them. All the settings again are all matched on the cameras, as well as the photos taken in both RAW and JPEG. But the ones I'll be sharing with you are straight from the camera JPEG, just to make it a little bit easier. I'll try and include all the files down below in a link so that you could pixel peep if you want to take a look and see the results of these photos in different ISO levels. So without further ado, let's take a look at these photos, try and guess which one's which. So we just finished our first pass through these photos. I wanted to add just a little bit of the specs between the two cameras. The Canon R5 does have a 45 megapixel sensor, and then the Canon EOS R on the other hand has a 30.3 megapixel sensor. This may help you out in this next pass through where I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. And this could, help decide if there's going to be, more noise or, more detail and all that kind of stuff. So let's run it through one more time. Did that help a little bit? Make sure before I move on to the next part where I share the answers to which camera is which on each of these photos that you comment down below your answers so that you could double check and see if you're right or wrong, and then let me know at the end how you guys did. So I'm going to throw up the answers right now. Did the answers surprise you? I mean, for the most part, they look pretty similar, but when you kind of zoom in a little bit, you start to see a little bit more detail in the Canon R5. And I mean, that's thanks to the Canon R5's 45 megapixel sensor versus the Canon EOS R's 30.3 megapixel sensor. As well as that, there should have been, you know, a little bit more noise with the Canon R5, but it held up pretty good. Again, these are JPEG straight from the camera in the raw files. There were, I think, a little bit more noise in the Canon R5, which you could check out by clicking that link down below, where you could download these sample photos. Along with that, the Canon R5 just looked a little bit better in my opinion. And then at the end of the day, I mean, these are two very different cameras. The Canon R5 is not necessarily made for night photography in mind. Along with that, it's not only the, you know, more megapixels that makes it, you know, a better and more expensive camera. I know when I was out in the field too, it took a little bit longer to compose my shot with the Canon EOS R versus the R5. The R5 just made it so much easier to take photos with, and I guess that's kind of, you know, you get what you pay for essentially in it. So, I mean, this is, you know, just a basic night photography, simple, you know, review and test in low light with the Canon R5 and the EOS R. These aren't, you know, a real big, you know, comparison between these two cameras, but I thought it'd just be a fun little comparison regardless. So if you like this video, make sure to press that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss out on future adventures and kind of more fun tests like these. And then comment down below how you guys did in terms of guessing the right answer for these photos. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Whew, I'm tired. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to press that like button and subscribe. Thank you. Helps a lot.